Hi everyone. If you recall, before just after the midterm, we talked about having to do hopefully some theory questions that as a preparation for our final exam. This is one of the deficiencies of the course, as I can recall. So hopefully we can use this asynchronous platform called Flip for us to really do this final exam preparations to do some theory questions. Now, the time is limited, so we are all very busy. So we need to have one place that we can all communicate. And we can do that asynchronously. That's really important. And then when we need to go and find the answers to something, all you need to do is in the flip, you just go to the place where the answer could be, the text, because everything is driven by the text or the video. So in this case, we have our old midterms or something, so we will be able to do this. Now, there are a few things you need to do before you can get into Flip. One is that if you're using a Princeton ID, you have to add that ID to the flipyourtraining.com to the safe list so you can receive emails. Otherwise, you can use a different ID, different email that doesn't go through the Princeton filters. So in either case, you should be able to participate without a problem, and you can allow me to help you with that. So let me just demonstrate to you how the Flip works. And so you log into Flip here, and I use my email and password. I log in. As you log in, you should only see one salon for you, which is called Cost 226. And this contains all the documents and videos that supports our course. So basically, you're going to see most important documents in the beginning, or the most recent documents in the beginning. And so let me show you how this actually may work for us. So let's just say that we pose some theory questions. So I'm going to just go here and open up this Fall 13 midterm. And so when I open, typically it opens with the responses already given and the document. But if you're not interested in this, just click here and it'll hide the comments. And now you can sort of navigate through the document like a PDF document. Now, if you have a question about something, let's say there's a highlight here. That means there's a comment here. If you just click on it, Flip will open this for you and say, oh, that is big theta. Now, let's say I'm not really sure why it's big theta, so I'm going to ask a question from Professor Guna here. So I'm just going to reply and say, what is answer 1? If you actually open it up, you'll see the other replies that were given. So maybe you'll find the answer here, or you ask another question here. Now, if you ask another question, it'll actually go send an email to Professor Guna here, and he'll be able to see that someone asked a question from him. So that's one way to use Flip. So let me go back and keep reading here. And let's say that we have this problem, and I'm planning to solve this problem. So I just want to understand how to do this. So I'm just going to say, well, let me highlight this. And I am going to, you can see that there's something that's already there, but I want to make a new comment here. So I'm going to say, explain this to me, and then I'm going to just say it's a clarification for me. And rather than sharing this with everyone in the salon, I'm just going to choose some of my friends to share it. Let's say that I will go here and find maybe Dev Doshi. Maybe Dev is one of the people I know in the class who can answer that question. So I'm going to choose Dev Doshi and say save here. So in this case, it shows that I've shared this with Dev Doshi, and Dev Doshi will hopefully get an email, and he'll be able to see, okay, Guna asked me a question. Let me just clarify to it. So when he replies to my question, I'll get an email with a link to exactly the location of the text. So the key thing here is that we save a lot of time by staying in the context rather than leaving the context. So there's no way that this comment can be discussed anyplace else. It's just here. So this is the advantage of using Flip, because we can just go through all of the things and we can actually see the answers to every question and ask all the things that we need to do. Now, hopefully we'll get this to work, and we'll learn on our way how to use it and how best to use it. I'm hoping that you will create your own friend group to share things with. So we'll have some way of sort of communicating with each other without having to communicate with the whole class. but we also ask you to really share things with other people so that others can also see kind of things that you're asking. So this is just a quick intro to Flip and how we're going to plan to use it for the second half of the semester.